Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to show you the right way to trim your locks. If you find yourself having some weak ends, like weak tips on your locks, like myself, then there's a way that you can trim it, and you just want to make sure you're using the proper tools to do so and that you're being mindful of where you're trimming it at. So let's hop right into this. So my hair is freshly washed, freshly moisturized, and normally around this time I would be retwisting my locks because I haven't done a retwist in about four and a half weeks. But I'm actually trying to stretch till the next time that I do get a retwist because I want to hold off until it's my birthday. So I'm going to do no retwist for another 3.5 weeks. But let's just get right into this. So as I was moisturizing my locks, I noticed that I had a couple weak ends on some of them, and like this one for example, hopefully you can see it, but this one is kind of like fragile at the end. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. So let me see if I can find that lock again. All right, so this one. So this lock is a little fragile at the end, as you can tell. It's like it gets weak around this point right here. And then there's like the knot at the end. Basically what I'm trying to say is that the closed end of my lock is hanging on for dear life. And I don't want to hold on to this weak part right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim right, well, a little bit below to where I see it's getting weak. So about right here is where I want to trim at. I'm going to do it just like that. Okay, so I trimmed off that weak part. If you can see that. And by the way, I'm using some hair scissors. I trimmed my locks before with just regular scissors, and I wouldn't recommend that. I recommend that you get some official hair scissors. So I went in and I did that, and I love the results. And I'm going to go in and do the same thing with this lock. So I don't know if you can see, but the same situation. It gets a little weak right here, and then it forms a little knot at the end. So what I'm gonna do is trim it right above that area. Now this one's a little tricky. I'm thinking, should I trim right where the ball begins, or if I should trim right where the weakness begins? And I want to just go ahead and trim where the weakness begins, because if I trim it right where the ball is, what I'm thinking is that it'll be too straight and weak anyways, and that part of my hair will eventually break off. So I'm just gonna trim it where the weakness begins, like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in and look for some other locks to finish that up. So yeah, y'all, please use hair scissors when you're trimming your hair, your locks, because they're hair scissors for a reason. When I used the regular scissors, my scissors were too dull, and I found myself trying to clip the ends, and it just wasn't working. So there are some benefits of trimming your locks, and the way I like to think about it is when I was a loose natural or when I had relaxed hair, I would get my split ends clipped, you know, and they say like when you clip your ends, your hair can grow longer, it can grow better, it can grow quicker. You know, is your hair just in a healthier state? You don't want to hold on to dead ends that are no longer serving you. You know what I mean? So when you think about trimming your locks, think of it in that manner. You want your locks to be healthy. You want them to keep flourishing. And if you continue to hold on to the weak ends and the dead ends, it could be stumping your growth. Okay, so that was just a quick trim. I think I trimmed about 4 or 5 locks, not too many, which is good because you don't want to have too many locks that needs to be trimmed. You just want to trim as needed. I know the last time that I trimmed my locks, I had a good amount, and I couldn't understand why I had so many weak ends, but I had asked the question to some of my locked sisters on TikTok, and they gave me some very valuable possibilities, feedback, and information as to why that could occur. I'm done trimming my locks, and If you're thinking about trimming your locks, I would recommend to only do it on a need-to basis. Maybe do a check when you're about to retwist your hair just to see, you know, if there's any trimming that needs to be done. But I wouldn't trim it too often because the ends of your locks shouldn't be getting weak too often, if that makes sense. So don't feel like you can't trim the end of your locks. It happens. It's very common, especially if you started your locks with the 2-strand twist method, which is what I did. So I noticed that some other people who started their locks that way, they also have to trim their locks from time to time too. So I wouldn't be too alarmed if you realize that this is you and you find yourself in the same boat. Just do your research, but use this video as a guide as to how you should do it, when you should do it, and why you should do it. I think I missed one. I don't know if I should trim it. Yeah, I'll trim this one. But I see this one getting weak already right here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and nip that in the bud and snip it right there. Okay, if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll be happy to respond to them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share this video with someone else if you feel that it might be helpful. And comment other video ideas that you would like to see me do. And comment down below the other kind of and comment down below some other type of videos that you would like to see me film. I am so open to hearing your thoughts, your suggestions, and maybe just some things you just want to learn. As always, I appreciate you for supporting my channel. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Octavia.Darling, and I'll also link additional information in the description box below. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!